Hey folks, we need to talk about what's been going on lately. What the wind warned has been officially fucked thanks to, first of all, my procrastination, and I'll get to that in a minute. But Splice Mobile Editor, the editing app that I've been using for all of my projects, published an update that they didn't tell anyone about, and in this update, they took specific audio files and move them to other files. And what that means is any audio asset that was in one of the moved files is considered a missing asset in editing. And unfortunately, the thing that was a missing asset was the foot synchronizations, because I didn't use in-game stepping. I used custom assets that were provided through Splice. Because using Halo Reach Forge, you got the big Forge light bulb pissing out every 5 minutes, and that makes editing audio annoying. So I figured, why don't I just mute every single game clip and replace everything with new assets? Because it's something I've never done before, and why not? So, granted, had I just pushed through the bullshit and just got it uploaded, this would now not be an issue, but here we are. So, the reason for my procrastination is due to a recent medical development that I'm not going to go into detail, except to say that it's permanent and life-altering. And before anyone starts, no, I don't have cancer, I didn't have a heart attack, I don't have leukemia, I don't have a life-threatening thing where I'm going to die in the next 5 years, but it is physically debilitating, and it's only going to get worse over time. So, swallowing that pill took a fat minute. I took time off of work, I literally just stopped caring about everything, and just went down a spiral for a while. But I'm getting myself back on track. 13 of the 21 minutes of footstep synchronization has already been done, and I did that in about 3 days. It's painstakingly slow, but it's going. And for the 13 minutes of new edits, I've backed it up into a separate folder off of Splice and onto the cloud. And why I didn't do that before is just, I'm kicking myself over that. So, I've struggled a lot with wrapping my head around this medical stuff, and I've had my time to pout about it, but that pouting is done. I'm going back into work for the news network as an apprentice editor. I'm getting my Adobe certificate test coming in this or next week, so I can actually start editing the news station stuff, because until I get my certificate, I can't edit their stuff. And I'm going to be more consistent with editing. In the past, I've made the mistake of setting deadlines, because these are pure passion projects, and why they're put on a deadline, or I thought they should be put on a deadline, I don't know. I just freaked myself out for no reason. I mean, it'd be nice to have a schedule, but I just don't. So, I'm not going to promise a deadline. I'm not going to promise a release date. I've fucked up too many of those before. So I'm not, lesson learned, I ain't doing that anymore. But, especially with the roadmap video, that was a big mistake making that. Having all these projects done by 2027, yeah, right. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on Machinima. I first picked up a controller in 2012 after watching Rise of the Spartans by Arbiter 617 and Dawn of Titans by Digital Virus. And I was like, as a kid, I was like, I want to do that. And that's when I got Halo 3 back in 2012. But Halo Machinima is the reason why I got into Xbox gaming. And now I'm, after like 10 years, well, no, it's 2026, so after like 14 years, I'm finally doing what I set out to do. And I'm not going to let this medical stuff to slow that down. So after What the Wind Warned is released, the Sharps production interview is going next. And instead of doing what I was thinking about doing before, me having like a mini machinima where it's Jamie's voice and my voice, and we're talking about these things, and while we're talking, I would have like Spartans going around doing the things that we would talk about in the interview. That's going to take way too long. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take just game clips of me playing Path of Titans or Conan Exiles or Halo or whatever, and then just slap that on there. And if people want to watch those, you're welcome to. If you just want to listen to it in the background, you're welcome to. Once that's done, I'm going to work on the Castle series, which will be a Halo Infinite machinima, and my very first Halo Infinite machinima. I'm using Halo Infinite instead of Halo Reach because Halo Infinite's Forge is way better. Except for controls. Controls piss me off. Anyway, scripting. Oh, if only Halo Infinite kept Halo 5 scripting, I'd be a happy camper. But no, it's like digital coding on Halo Infinite, and it's annoying as shit for a simpleton like myself. So I can't apologize for the procrastination that I've done because of the stuff that I've been dealing with resulting in that procrastination. I can't apologize for feeling low, but people of the channel that follow, friends and all of you, you guys deserve to be kept in the loop. So, thank you for your time.